Busy.
Alright.
Let's go. Welcome back, everybody.
Start with you, Nick.
Steve, draw reaction firstly. Wolves in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup. I mean, how special would it be for the club to go even deeper in the competition? What would it mean for yourself and the players?
Well, let's take it one round at a time. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm glad we're home because we've got a lot of away games coming up. Started already at Blackburn. So it was quite important that we were home because I said we're going to be on the road quite a bit, and you want to be home playing a cup tie. So yeah, I mean, obviously when you get to quarterfinals, it's always going to be tough draws, tough competition, and I'm sure Wolves will prove to be that. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Obviously, league matters first.
Sure, on that point, huge Christmas fixture to look forward to on Tuesday against Manchester United, but no Dean Henderson as part of that loan agreement.
Yeah.
How does that change the dynamic for you, Steve? Obviously, you got Wayne Hennessy, Jordan Smith, potentially, who was on the bench in the cup fixture the other night, because he's been a mainstay for you, hasn't he, Dean Henderson?
Yeah, but we knew it was coming. Obviously, as you just alluded to, it's part of any loan agreement, and so it doesn't come at any surprise. We have, as you just said, more than capable lads that can play in goal for us if Dean doesn't play, and Wayne has huge experience, and he brings that every day anyway with his training and his presence around the training ground, and obviously Jordan's been here for a long time as well, and both add value to, not just to the goalkeeping department but to the culture in general. So looking forward to the game, and whoever plays, we're going to have to be at our best, of course, with everybody else, and we look forward to it.
And the first return to Old Trafford for Jesse Lingard as a Nottingham Forest player. He's got his tail up, Steve. He scored the other night. I mean, how motivated will he be to go back there?
Well, I hope we're all motivated to go to Old Trafford and play well. Obviously not played for a while in the league, but yeah, I understand with Jesse, he was there a long time, and including his upbringing from a football sense in the academy. So it will be an important day for him. But at the same time, he and everybody else needs to focus on what we're in control of, and that's the performance, and whatever team we decide to go with, the guys that start the game and the guys that finish the game, as I said, have to just really concentrate on what it takes to do well on the day. But Jesse has experience. He's played in big occasions before, and he'll know that the best thing to do in big games is just concentrate on the football, and if he's selected to play, then that's what you need to do.
It's coming up to that time of year, Steve, when managers start to think about firming up transfer activity. Some reports suggesting the club is interested in Everton midfielder Abdullah Doucouré. I don't know whether you want to respond to that specifically, or just on a wider point about, is that an area you might be looking at in the January transfer window? Can supporters expect the same volume of transfer activity?
No, I don't think it'll be the same volume of players coming in. No, I like the transfer window is going to open soon, and us, like every club, will be looking at what they think may be possible, what may be right to do. There's a little bit more, I think, interest in what we do because of maybe what happened last summer and the numbers and the change and the turnaround, but we can't sort of pay attention to that. We have to deal a little bit with the here and now and treat the transfer window for what it is, and that's an opportunity to strengthen and improve the squad if we think that's what we need to do. I think what's worth saying with us is, unfortunately, we've picked up long-term injury, the World Cup with Cheku. Musa Nakate is still not back with us. Neither is Omar Richards, and they're players that we hope would have been close to returning by now. So we have to take all that into account, and just because we had the busy summer transfer window doesn't mean that we won't be able to do anything in this window, but at the same time we've got to make decisions that we think is right for the squad going forward for the last stage of the season, and we'll focus on that.
Thanks, Steve.
Cheers, thanks.
Damien.
Hey Dave.
Hi, Steve.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just checking the first chance we had to speak to you about the Greek break in terms of the Premier League. Do you feel you've seen the positive benefits from that.
From the winter break. Well, we hope that's the intention. The reality is we don't know, because obviously it's a new experience for us all in this country, having a winter break, and obviously that's because of the Winter World Cup. So you go into the break with all the best plans and the best intentions, but the reality is we don't know how productive it will be until, you know, we're a few games down the line. We've been really clear about how we wanted to approach the break. We had a plan in place for a while. It's got tweaked along the way, which was normal because of circumstances, and weren't quite sure which players were and weren't going to go to the World Cup. But we stuck to the plan as best we could in terms of the loading we wanted to give the players, the work we wanted to give the players, both on and off the pitch, and it was all with the intention of trying to return to competitive football in a better place than what we left it. Whether that happens or not, we don't know. No club knows. But we'll certainly be doing our best to be a better team and a better squad. But as I just said, a few games down the line will determine whether that's the case or not.
For you, how significant is it managing a team at Old Trafford? Have you ever led a team at Old Trafford against a Manchester United team in any capacity? Because it's always a benchmark of when a new club returns to the top flight, they go to Old Trafford.
Yeah, originally Boxing Day, but obviously they changed to the 27th now. I haven't thought about too much about what it is for me, but I understand it's a great one for the supporters. Obviously, iconic club, stadium, history, etc. But we're not going to focus too much on that. Obviously, they're a really good team, and a very, very dangerous opponent, particularly in their home stadium. But similar to the questions regarding Jesse, what we've got to really focus on, and you do in any game, but particularly in these games away from home, is what we need to do well to have success in the game. And that's always our approach anyway, but it will be even more apparent for games like this. So, we'll have a plan, we'll have a clear way of approaching the game. We've got good preparation time. Obviously, the preparation is around the Christmas period, but for me that's not irrelevant, obviously, because Christmas is important, but it's still the preparation days. We'll be training as normal. We won't be doing any less training or preparation hours, and we look forward to going there, giving it our best shot and trying to get a positive result.
Thanks a lot.
See you, Dave.
Yeah.
Hiya, how are you? All right?
Yeah, good to you. Just a quick couple of follow-ups from me. With Man United, of course, having a lot of players going very deep into the competition at the World Cup, is there ever a good time to play a team? Do you feel like this is a good fixture, a good time?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? I think that anything that we may think will be the case after this World Cup is an assumption, because it's new, and there's so many times you can go into a game thinking it's a good or bad time to play a certain opponent, to play yourself in a situation you might be in, and you get the total opposite. So we won't be thinking about that too much. We'll just be thinking about our situation, our circumstances, the squad and the team we think is right to play on the day, and try and commit to the plan as best as possible. And we played a competitive game the other day against Blackburn, but it's great to be back preparing for league games, and let's get going.
And just finally, with the games now coming so thick and fast, of course the Blackburn game was a good platform, but how important is it starting back up with momentum with, for the next 3 or 4 weeks?
Every game, every week, positive performances, positive results, momentum, confidence, all of them things that contribute to success are going to be vital for any game. So as you know, we'll take it step by step, game by game. We never look too far ahead. It's a busy period we're in. Already started. We've got a lot of games, and obviously with this winning the other night, we've the quarter final we'll be in and amongst it as well. So we've it feels a little bit like what a championship programme can look like, and certainly what it was like in previous years. So we've got to take it one step at a time and try and get as much as we can out of every step, because in the end, the more you do that, the more success you get over the course of time, and that's what we've got to look to do.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
Is Wayne definitely going to be fit?
We hope so. Yeah. He picked up a kick on his return to training after the World Cup, and obviously ruled him unavailable for the last couple of games, which is inclusive of the Valencia game as well. But we're hopeful that he'll be available. Yeah.
And what about Morgan and Sergio? Are they
similar? Yeah, similar. We're hopeful that they'll be available. It's still a little bit inconclusive, but we'll see. Obviously, in a few days' time.
Thank you.
Coolio.
Could we turn cameras off and then we'll go to the written section?